Somebody asked, how do you know if the LSAT is going to be online in September? And how do you know if you're signed up for it? Great question. So the LSAT will definitely be digital in September. It will be fully on the tablet format. And so if you register for it on lsac.org, you will be signed up for the digital format in September. If you're taking July, though, it will be either paper and pencil format or digital format on the tablet. LSAC chooses for you, and you will not know in advance. You will not know until you walk into the test center. Somebody made a very good point here that abroad, September will be paper. That is correct. I'm speaking specifically to the North American audience here when I talk about the LSAT policy changes. US and Canada, you're going through the transition. Overseas, it is still paper. That transition may happen in a couple of years. We don't know, but I'm speaking specifically to those who are in North America who are getting the digital format in September. Now, question, best way to study, is it on a tablet? Yeah, I think if you're doing full-length timed exams, it is ideal to use a tablet because that will best mimic the LSAT test day experience. Like I said, you can use the Microsoft Surface Go, but you could also use a Samsung or an iPad or the Amazon Fire that I mentioned. Those are a bit more affordable, I believe, or at least Amazon Fire is more affordable at $150. And that's the best way to use LSAC's familiarization tool at familiar.lsac.org. That has all the features, like I mentioned, the highlighting, underlining, the flagging questions. On computer, it's decent and has most of those features, but on smartphone, it doesn't really have a lot of them. It's kind of wonky on there. Wouldn't recommend it. But as for whether that means you should not buy an LSAT book, or should you, I think you should still, in fact, buy LSAT books. Only 3 exams at the moment are available in the digital format on LSAC's site, and you should certainly do far more than 3 LSATs before test day. So I recommend getting those books of LSAT exams. They're about $20 each on Amazon. They're in books of 10, tests 72 to 81, 42 to 51, 62 to 71, and so on. And they are all about $20 each or so, even a little bit less. So well worth the investment. Don't limit yourself to only what's available on LSAC's site. If you have the PDFs and you're studying for the fall, then certainly using them on screen is fine. But I'd say it is worth probably printing some out so you can study more easily on the go, on your commute. Let's say if you're taking the subway, for example, or if you want to study in environments where your computer or tablet is not accessible to you. So I do recommend getting these books of LSATs and then using the PDFs as well if you can to practice on the screen with your scratch paper on the side. Definitely still use books. Don't use only what's available online. A combination of books and digital, yes, I think that's a good idea. So using the digital on LSAC's site, using the PDFs, plus using prep books is a good way to go. I think a mix of the two is probably going to be ideal for anyone taking the digital LSAT or prepping as if they might be.